It's your kind of way with Five Alive Productions, the most talented host. Uh, I shared a previous session on founder in regards to phase one uh, of our UFO ufology and paranormal activity presentation. Due to some updated information and media uh, on the other side of entertainment outside of our business, I want to do a little ad lib here, if I may. And this wasn't planned because it's a whole nother it's something that was planned down the line for the horizon. But I am going to give you a small skit of some very formidable uh, input, if you will, when it comes to our founder and his encounters. Now, this is major. I'm going to share with you here. It doesn't take a lot for me to say, but during the time, or one time, I should say, out of many times, several times, of being visited by uh, these beings, are invisible entities, but powerful entities. These entities have strong messages, and it's not for everyone to encounter. It's our founder is one of, is maybe the only person who has these type of encounters. I've yet to see anyone who can claim that they do. And if there is anyone out there, I like to speak to them. But during one of our founder's encounters, this is information that he's given to me to pass on to his followers and his listeners and those who are wondering and curious about where Five Alive Production was. The reason why Five Alive Production is so into ufology, and why we chose to make ufology a major part of our ministry, of our founders' ministry, I should say. And as your host, it is up to me. I'm actually getting paid to relay these messages to you. This is my job. If I don't, I could get fired. And so I try to do the best I can to articulate these messages in respects to our founder, who is such a genius in everything he does, and very humble to the Lord about his position, or I should say his calling. And it's a beautiful burden to have uh, as another person, part of this uh, journey and the story of our founder. Now, I'm not saying I'm not without these type of encounters myself, because of my closeness with the founder of Five Alive Productions. These beings, or these entities, or these realms that we encounter, and we don't necessarily, my founder not necessarily goes to seek these realms. Because of who he is, for some reason he's been chosen, and this makes my job a lot easier as the host. And I'm here to relay those messages the best way I know as a professional. But at this point, I've seen some things that our founder is not wants to grab a hold of, I should say, because we don't want, our founder doesn't waste energy on things he can't control. He has his cup overflowing with the things that he can control, and that's giving honor to our Creator. So, with that said, our founder, during one of his encounters, has been shown many things outside of this planet, outside of Earth. Okay, so this means during this time he's been uplifted from wherever he was resting, or in his resting stage, if you will, which is predominantly 55% of his encounters come from resting stage, I should say, and that's a whole nother story itself. And like I said before, on our visit to the one of the state parks here recently, on our YouTube page and the social media pages, I relayed the fact that in the projects when he was just a kid, he had these encounters numerous of times, over and over and over and over and over. He never could explain it. He didn't take time to explain it to his guardians at the time, which would be his portrayed parents. Uh, uh, and that's a whole nother story itself too, you know. So, but my main reason for dropping in right now with Five Alarm Productions, and this is sponsored by Gospel Pioneers Ministries and Nathan Evans, who is the founder and entrepreneur and our profound leader, uh, who is gifted in his own time and in his own stature. But as your host, these edifications that I will share with you and information saying that the truth of the matter is that our founder has been shown numerous things that most of humanity, or maybe none of humanity, has been shown. And let me remind you people that any type of information that we may share business wise, uh, and to make a note that we don't share information outside of profit of specific material. We don't have any